Will Russia use crypto power to dodge sanctions? The Ukraine-Russia crisis has put the crypto world in turmoil, too, as we saw Bitcoin and other significant cryptocurrencies falling rapidly. Recently, Ukraine sent out a message to the world leaders to impose sanctions on Russia if they indeed invade Ukraine. Alas, the world witnessed the Russian president announcing on TV that he is starting a military operation in Ukraine. And this article was written by the team of Kalkine writers. I'm happy to present it to you today. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'm Sage for Kalkine Media. The Biden administration imposed new sanctions on Russia last week in response to the turmoil in Ukraine, aimed at limiting the country's access to foreign finance, and will continue to do so after the invasion that began last Thursday. According to experts, billionaires loyal to Russian President Vladimir Putin may be able to mitigate the sanctions consequences by using cryptocurrency. And this can be done as governments and non-governmental organizations alike can benefit from peer-to-peer transactions because to the decentralized nature of digital currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, even if they are cut off from traditional financial systems. Banks follows Know Your Customer requirements, which require them to verify their customers' identities. And even though they are required to follow the same laws as banks, exchanges and other platforms that facilitate the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies and digital assets are rarely as good at tracking their customers as banks are. The US Treasury Department warned in October that cryptocurrencies constituted a growing threat to the US sanctions program, and that US authorities needed to take action. Cryptocurrencies, which are digital assets that employ encryption to conceal their owners, rely on blockchain technology, which allows data to be maintained on a public ledger, but in a way that allows users to utilize pseudonyms. And although Russian officials have been wary of Bitcoin so far, fearing that allowing residents another way to trade money would weaken the government's control over domestic monetary policy. Also, the Russian government is working on its own central bank digital currency dubbed the digital ruble, which it aims to use to deal directly with foreign countries who will accept it without first converting it to dollars. Russian agents could use hacking techniques like ransomware to steal digital currencies and recoup revenue lost due to sanctions. So these sanctions can look absurd if Russia uses the crypto power to bail out of these sanctions and could go forward doing its business with other countries like usual. If you do like this information, let us know by liking, sharing, commenting on the video below, and subscribe to the channel. If you press the bell icon, you'll be notified by the latest videos from Kalkine. And for more information, please check out the website. It's kalkinemedia.com. My name's Sage for Kalkine Media.